Welcome to the VODCAST, our final VODCAST for 2012. A lot of you folks might have thought we were going to die. Well, that didn't happen. We've been promoting our End of the World VODCAST with special guest Mark Spoon. He couldn't make it due to unforeseen circumstances. Not the end of the world. But Jerry Palms and the Fisherman and myself, we sat down, we bullshitted for a little while, and we filmed it. So while people were in panic mode, we were chilling out, shooting the shit. What else is there to do? We live in Hardin County. Enjoy.
It grows inside me like a spice, everything about it redemption. I break the bonds, I write the wrongs, I to cast away I guess I knew all along.
Hey, ho, ho, the mistletoe, liquor where she pees. That's all I got on that, by the way.
Right.
December 21st, 2012.
The end of the world.
Or not.
It has arrived.
Or not, because I'm still alive well.
I've been waiting on this shit all day, honestly.
I need a vacation.
It would have been great to get out of Christmas altogether.
Hey, now.
Oh, I love it. Just like everybody else.
It's a beautiful time of the year. And it snowed today.
Yeah.
Finally.
That was awesome.
It was 60 degrees for the past 2 months, and now it's snowed. Mm-hmm. Which made me feel like last night it was coming to the end, because like the weather just changed.
Well, technically it could be the beginning of the next ice age, because that would fall in line with the timeline.
Oh, God. And that wasn't that long ago, if you think about it. Nope. 20,000 years ago.
Let's get the facts out.
Yeah,
here.
Let's get the facts out. The world is 4.5 billion years old, ladies and gentlemen. And only 20,000 years ago, there was ice on us. Miles deep.
It was on us.
Yeah.
We don't know anything.
I don't. I know a little bit what I hear and what I know, what I think, what I see.
But I'm just wondering how many people sold all their shit, took all their money, wasted it away because they thought that today was going to be the last day.
It's real serious when it's about 5 years away, but as it gets closer and closer, it loses its thing. But like 5 years ago, National Geographic was pimping that motherfucker. Jesus, they were all over.
Yeah, they were doing it. I've seen a couple specials about how the.
I want to go back and I want to get copies of all the shows and watch it afterwards. Right. Make them that much dumber.
Yeah.
You can't predict nothing, but today is one in every 26,000 years, though, so it's significant in that way.
But NASA themselves, whenever I first heard it, I went right to that fucking website. I'm like, well, people are saying that I've heard people say the world was going to flip, completely.
The poles
would flip. And I looked it up on that, and NASA said there is no way that anyone can predict the exact day that all of the planets are precisely aligned in the exact manner that they would. It didn't make any sense to. And then nobody reads anything other than just bullshit, online.
We don't even understand that shit anyways.
Just
now
like
we're predicting shit.
People jump to conclusions, just like the other day when that guy got shot or that girl got shot. Whoever, there was a shooting in Kenton, and it was you knew right off the bat that it was a drug related thing. It wasn't like
alcohol.
Yeah, whatever it was.
I heard it was intoxicated,
but it wasn't. But there was people going around saying there's a madman loose in Kenton shooting people. All because of the recent shootings and all that. But they just jumped to conclusions. There was people locking their doors that were on the other side of town.
Well, and a lot of people complain about this, Kenton. When you have like one person getting shot in a town and the town fucking shuts down, everybody's calling their aunt, their grandma.
Yeah. There were people saying that they had locked down the town.
When you know you only got one shot and it goes that crazy, That's pretty satanic.
We're in a town of emergency here.
Fact of the matter is, the town was not only not locked down, but you could probably run amok during that time because they had everybody there at that one place, and the fucking BKP wouldn't even go in there because they couldn't find the shooter.
Why did they life flight? They said they life flighted the guy, but he didn't have serious injuries.
Right. That was a lie because I heard that from people that listen to scanners all day that the cops were shitting themselves blind because they couldn't find the shooter. They said they were evidently saying, "Get the BKP here," and the BKP wouldn't come because they didn't have the shooter under control. They didn't know what that's against their regulations.
Oh Lord!
So they were going crazy. Maybe that's why they got the life flight in there and they weren't non-serious. They weren't that serious.
Bring it in, drop it down. They just picked him up with like a fucking pulley.
Right.
And he's just got his fucking shin shot. What the fuck? Do you know how much it costs to run a helicopter?
It's a lot of. I know how much it costs to get an ambulance ride. That's fucking expensive.
Yeah, no
enough.
fucking shit. Now you got a flying ambulance.
They took my wife from Findlay to Toledo in an ambulance, and we didn't pay for it because our insurance covered it, but it would have cost us $500 for that trip.
Good Lord. I'm throwing in the back of the truck. Come on now. Jesus. $25 gas.
Yeah.
Let's eat up. But yeah, everything.
Everything's still fine though.
Yeah. The town will move on. One shot. Come
When
on.
was this?
It was over the last weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because I had to send a text message to my boss because I know that she's got that scanner on all the time, and I was outside smoking, and it was like fucking sirens from every angle, and I'm like, well, what the hell's going on? Are they chasing somebody through town or, whatever? Because that shit's happened before, but no, that's what it was.
And everything, man. These news stations, I mean, they're almost like rating grabbings, like
Oh yeah,
the shows we're watching.
Yep.
Like Homeland, like they're like fighting for ratings. Like it's
just like
crazy.
that school shooting with the fucking little kids and shit.
Yeah.
That was fucking everywhere. I was trying not to look at pictures.
I
from
hadn't.
that.
I still haven't read a lot about that.
But you've seen pictures of the sad kids walking.
I haven't
and
even
everything?
seen pictures of kids.
I seen
really.
a picture that just fucking sent chills down my spine. It was a whole class picture of that first
Oh, yeah.
grade.
With the one that survived.
The one person in the middle survived, and there was
Wow.
like 12 kids. They were all lined up, like our typical first grade shot where they were on the banisters, and
Yeah.
all of them were dead.
But did you hear about what Anonymous did?
No.
Well, you know that the God Hates Fags church.
Oh yeah.
They were going to. I don't know if the funerals happened or anything. I haven't kept up with.
Yeah,
it,
some of them's happened, but they were going to protest it.
They were going to protest it because they said that was God's will. And Anonymous, the group that.
Yeah, that's
the
been
fucking
fucking with
badasses.
people.
Yeah, I love these guys.
Yeah, who are these? Man,
I love them, but they said if you protest this,
people look like Screech
we
Powers.
are going to fuck with you really bad. If you fucking are disrespectful. Well, they got on like CNN or something. The West Baptist Church or whatever.
Yeah. Those are the people on Howard Stern.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, all right.
And they got on some CNN or something
So
like that, and they
fucked
were
up.
saying, Anonymous, you're a bunch of kids. You tried to take our website down one other time, and you tried to hack it, and nothing. It was back up in an hour, and Anonymous was
God
talking.
brung it up.
Anonymous, a representative from Anonymous was, robotically talking to them and said, "No, that wasn't us. But if you'll look at your website now, we have fucked with your website." And what they ended up doing was they took and they posted the name, address, and telephone numbers of everybody that goes to that church, and that was a warning if they fuck with them anymore. Then what's the main woman, the one that's on Stern sometimes? They took her and made her not be able to use her fucking social security number.
What is her name? Becky or something?
Yeah,
or
I'm not
she's
sure.
a nut.
But-
Oh my God! Brung these two little kids on the Stern show and was, well, they got taken to court because of the military funerals.
Yeah.
But the judge favored in those people. They said the First Amendment. He couldn't do anything about it. So
Right.
they kept protesting. But Anonymous, wow, they've done a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Another thing they did was they took down a child porn website. It had And they listed everybody that was a member of that site.
Oh, shit.
I mean, they're badasses. I can't believe anybody would say anything negative about them.
I mean, and yeah, everything is connected digitally, too, so they could
They've hacked
touch
into
you
the
anywhere.
FBI.
Oh, my God.
They've done a lot of shit, dude.
I've never even heard of them.
Yeah. They all wear masks. They started the Occupy movement. They kept everybody peaceful there. They said, if you guys aren't peaceful, we're gonna fuck with you. They're like taking control where they should, and some people are a little bit scared of them because they said, what if one person flies off the handle in that group and they decide to do something? And I'm like, well, there's all the others.
They're almost like the new age superheroes, dude.
That's what I was thinking.
In a way.
I enjoy their work, and I subscribe to their video.
Yeah, I'm going to too. I see it and I hear it and I talk and I see people talk about it. These people doing shit.
Well, they were supposed to do something today, actually. I don't know what it was because the video was so cryptic. They were like, "You're a part of this. You can be a part of this," and there's something about. I think they're trying to take down money or something.
They used the.
It was very confusing to me. I don't know.
They used the image for V for Vendetta, right?
Yeah,
They
used that mask.
That's a good movie. Who did that movie?
Who directed that?
Yeah, somebody I know.
Personally,
yeah.
Who was it?
Steve Blanchard.
Danny Boyle for some reason?
No.
I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
It was a good one though. I like
Somebody
Stick
does.
to
We'll
the
find
details.
it.
Yeah. Stay with the basics.
You bastards.
Goddamn dog.
Did you by any chance watch the best of 2012?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see where I blew Joe up?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
I was laughing so hard. No, disregard that. Let's move on to something else. But Christmas is coming up.
Yeah, Christmas. I can't wait. I'm ready for it.
You look like you're ready.
Yeah. Hey, watch it, baby. Huh? Look at this.
You smell like candy canes.
Yeah.
You've just been eating them all day.
That's just normal. I hate candy canes. I hate that fucking peppermint taste.
About the colored ones, though.
Those are nice.
Yeah, those are better.
The Starburst ones.
I
or the
can't
Sour
stand
Patch Kids.
peppermint.
They're not all Starburst.
No, just the
Just
generic
different
ones.
tasting ones.
Somebody made cookies at work and brought it in. Had little candy canes broke up. I'm like, oh, I don't want that.
Why would you put mint in a cookie?
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah, it's like I was eating teeth. Stupid bitch. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Pieces of ivory in my throat.
I was at the Lima Mall. What day was it? Wednesday. I was walking around at 9 a.m. in the Lima Mall.
Whoa.
That was wild. Me and my mom. God, because I went over to do some quick Christmas shopping. Real
Was it
quick.
quick?
It was 4 hours.
Yeah. Never is.
Yeah, I went over to that Ada, or not the Ada thing. There used to be an Ada, but in the Lima Mall that's got that Viva Maria's place where that guy went missing over in Ada, where we're from.
Yeah.
I went in there and I was like, "Hey, I found your guy." They didn't think that was funny though. But no, what I don't like about that, bring up that subject. What I don't like about that is they're not giving any information of what happened.
Right. Yeah,
like,
that was really weird.
Yeah, like
he showed up in Arizona or something.
Yeah, showed up in Arizona. He was from Lima. He works at a pizza place in a mall. He was going out to take his deposit, and he disappeared. And they found him in Arizona a week later, just wandering around, not knowing anything. But they didn't give any details. So they want to ask for everyone's help, and I don't know if they asked for donations or not. I don't know of that for sure. But they want to ask for everyone's help, and then not tell you what happened.
Right.
Like,
yeah, I had
I don't
many
like
people
that.
asking me to like post that up, like
Yeah.
help find him or whatever, and I'm like, I don't even know. I never ate there. I don't know who this
I ate
guy
there.
is.
He was in Ada. They had they were in the KFC building and the old KFC building, and I had a Stromboli. Whoa! My God, Mamma mia! The fresh bread, everything. I was
Mamma
happy.
mia.
And then all of a sudden, he said that the building was going to shit, and the landlord wouldn't pay for it. So he said, "Fuck you," and got out of the place. And then he went to Lima. I never ate there again.
Yeah.
But I stopped in there, had a piece of pizza.
I was really struggling to put that up because I didn't really.
Yeah.
He's a grown man.
Yeah.
How long had he been missing before they started looking for him? Because what if
Right
he just
away.
decided to say fuck it and go off and do his own thing?
I don't know. It's a mafia. Maybe he had to pay back a loan shark or something. I don't know.
I'm fucking done with restaurants. I'm done. I'm going to Arizona and fucking.
Hey, mamma mia!
I'm making a stromboli.
I'm headed to Italy. I'm out of here. I don't know anything about
Glad
it.
they found him and everything, but
Yes.
I don't.
Nobody take offense then. I don't give a shit. I don't even know him. I'm just saying.
I'm out of loop on that.
I'm sure
one
he's
too.
a great guy, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, real quick, gun control. You love your guns? You own any?
I don't own any, but I have some in my house.
Yeah.
Take that however you want it.
Yeah, that sounds criminal.
He doesn't even care whether or not he fucking has them. He has them.
I got some.
That sounds
Big whoop.
criminal.
He doesn't need them.
That's criminal as
my
fuck
dad's.
sounding. Oh, okay.
Don't you think it's weird that some people will fucking just shoot to kill? They're waiting to kill somebody. Because I was talking to people about like, what would you do
That's
if
how
someone
we got here in the first place.
What if someone were to, you would see somebody in your house? Okay, what would you do if someone was in your house?
I would probably give a command of, hey, would you please leave right now? Or not please, get the fuck out of here.
Now, would you shoot him?
If he turned around with a knife or a gun and came at me and I had a gun in my hand, fuck yeah,
Where
I
would you shoot him?
Right in the motherfucking head, right between the cocksucking
He's waiting
eyes.
for it, man.
I will. What if he's gonna attack? I don't want to die. I want to stay around and love my son. I want to stay around and smoke weed and fuck chicks. You know what I mean?
One.
What chick? I don't want this cocksucker to stab me because he needs my Xbox because he needs a piece of crack.
But for the most part,
fuck the
are the
cocksucker.
crackheads running around with weaponry? No, they're
no.
just,
That's what I find funny. None of these people committing mass shootings are these people that they want to. These dirty people on the street that are
like
edgy and
like criminals don't obey laws. No, these aren't the people that are the problem. The problem is that you have a gun and you don't have a gun safe, and you just leave it under your pillow or whatever, and then your retarded son comes in and picks it up and goes and shoots a bunch of people.
Yeah,
that's all it
illness.
takes.
Yeah, but most of these people commit mass shooting aren't even criminals.
I
They
would
aren't criminal till they do it.
And I know plenty of people that are really pro-gun. My father-in-law carries a gun with him. He has a conceal and carry license, but he keeps his guns locked up. I would like to see somebody try to steal his guns. He would shoot him, right?
Well, exactly why.
I mean,
the government can't. They'll never get to the far where they're just walking in, or bashing in people. Because in Connecticut, where this happened, the only other gun law they could have passed was having the government come into the woman's house, kick her door in, and take her guns.
Right.
That's not going to
It comes down to just if you're
Waco,
going to
Texas.
Yeah.
That's how that shit happens.
if you're going to have guns,
Davidians.
lock them up or something, man. Put them someplace safe.
Yeah.
Don't just fucking leave them out.
And when your kid's mentally ill, this woman was going to have her son. It's come out that he was going to be committed, so he fucking killed her.
Right.
So she had 6 guns in the house and no supervision for a kid she was going to commit.
Yeah. And she let him shoot those guns. On a
And
regular
she
basis.
fucking paid dearly for it.
So
Bad
did a lot
decision.
of other people.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
I got a butterfly knife though, and I can whip that bitch open.
Yeah, wow.
Other than that, it's a muzzle loader,
God,
so
I'd
I'd have
probably
to
kill myself.
fucking. I
That takes
can't
a
load
while.
that thing.
I'd kill myself with a butterfly knife.
Anytime you say anything about maybe you should control your guns a little bit, like gun control, it's just control. It's not gun elimination.
Donnie Douche. Is that how you say his name?
I don't know.
Donnie
Douche.
Douche. Donnie Douche said it best last night on news. I caught real quick. He said, "Stop fucking saying gun control. It's not." And he said "fucking" too, and they beeped it out. He said, "Stop saying gun control. It's not gun control. Assault weapon control.
Right.
Just say assault weapon control." And then Pappy, that lives on County Road 95, can't be yelling that saying "You're gonna take away my rifle."
You're right. You can, if you need an assault rifle, you probably should stop hunting.
Yeah, the clips, 30, you can shoot 100 rounds in a minute on this motherfucker, which it's not automatic. A lot of people don't know what semi-automatic and automatic. Semi-automatic, that's a 22 that you shoot squirrels with.
Right.
That's a semi-automatic too. But this is a high-powered assault rifle that's semi-automatic. But 100 bullets a minute, Yeah, if you need to shoot a deer, if you got to shoot at it 100 times.
Even if it's for home protection,
That's
unless
me, though.
unless you literally think there's gonna be zombies, or
Yeah.
And that's the thing with when you watch like what's that show?
Well,
The people that are building their houses up really big with fucking steel and shit. What's that called? It's a new show that's just on.
Revolution?
No, it's fuck. God damn it, I can't remember it.
He's lost it.
They're like preparing for the apocalypse, but I can't remember what it's called. Doomsday Preppers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
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 They're like building their houses out of fucking semi-trailers and shit. And then they're testing them with assault rifles. They think that people are going to come and kill them and take their food.
Yeah, no, they're not the semi-trailer ones. They're the trailer things that go on the big boats.
Right.
Those big
Containers.
I seen it. Yeah, they're doing like 6 wide, and then they cut holes in them to make them one. Fuck, I'd live in that cocksucker.
Right. But, I mean, they're preparing for like Mad Max.
Also, another thing. Stop with the glass fucking doors. Stop with the glass fucking windows. Glass is bullshit. I don't care.
Why do you need to see outside that bad?
Yeah. Glass is fucking bullshit. Yeah, you want to see the fucking sunlight. You want to see the pretty trees and the clouds and the fucking leaves. Fuck you. Leave it steel, a steel door. Our houses are shit. If someone wants to come in and kick our asses and take our children, they can, because
if you want to pay for gas at Kroger's, they have bulletproof glass around the guy, and then you have to put your money in. Why isn't there somebody at the schools or shit where they have to unlock the door or something? Even if you want to get into the goddamn VFW or something, you got to buzz in.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
But there will be now. Anybody who's got a glass door after this incident, you're a scumbag cocksucker. What do you think about that?
Homeschool.
That's what we're doing.
Are you?
Yeah.
But then we find out that this kid was homeschooled.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's why he's socially awkward.
Not if you're interacting with other kids.
I would have never met any of you if I would have been homeschooled. I would have been friends with fucking Ellen Reese on County Road 95. You hear me? My neighbors. So I can only be friends with my neighbors?
You would have found people.
Like,
I might have never even got it. We got to wrap this up here. We got to go to the second part, which pisses me off all the time. But I would have never met you guys. I might have never even got into music if I wouldn't have met Jared Collins.
There's people that go to school and are socially awkward no matter what.
For sure, yeah.
But my kid's going to play with your kid and Fish's kid.
True.
We have a group. It's a tribe mentality. We got to get down to it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's true. But hey, not everyone has that option to be able to do it.
Let's make a compound.
It sucks. But yeah, that is your choice. You can do that. But what the fuck you gonna
Communists.
What the fuck you gonna do when he brings home algebra? I mean, you were way smarter than me.
I don't
he
know
won't be bringing
algebra.
it home. The thing is, I'll be getting the material, and I will be able to know
Frank,
the answers.
so
and
you-
my wife graduated from college with a nursing
that's
degree.
true.
Fuck you.
I'm just saying, you want the kid to be way better than you. You know what I mean? Smarter than you. You know what I mean? And you're tons smarter than me, motherfucker. You got way better grades than I did. So,
But if you look at college and the workplace, GEDs, homeschooling degrees, and high school diplomas are on the same level. And also, a lot of shit I hear about the schools here in town is fucking horse shit. I don't want to. If my kid fucks up in school and you can't put him in a quiet room because that's damaging his psyche or whatever, what the fuck do you do? Because there was always a real fear that the principal was going to bust my ass in elementary. Do you remember that paddle?
Yeah, they would never touch you. They call my mom.
Regardless, my mom would bust my ass. Fucking whatever.
All right, we're going to keep it there. We're coming back with a second part. Going to take a little smoke break. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Fishy Leroy.
Cigarettes.
Aaron England.
Santa Palms.
Here we go. Ho, ho, the mistletoe.
Think about God's word and learn something from it, that is the same as drinking milk. You know what happens when you drink a lot of milk? It helps your bones to get strong, and it helps your teeth to be strong. That's why it's good for you to drink milk. It makes you stronger. You know what? when you were a baby, you drank lots of this stuff. Your mom and dad poured it down you all the time. You used to wake up in the middle of the night screaming, wah, wah. And this is what you were crying for right here. And so mom came in and she fed you that milk, and after you got a tummy full, you quit crying for a while, for a few hours that is, until you wanted some more. Somebody always had to feed you the milk. Now, when you go to church and you hear a preacher preach and he preaches things from God's Word, that is like drinking God's milk. And that's important. But now that you're a little bit older, Mama doesn't have to feed you. She doesn't wake up in the middle of the night and hear you crying and say, come on, let's go eat some cereal. No, Mom lets you eat for yourself at the dinner table. And that's like eating meat. And the Bible tells us we're to eat meat as well as drink milk. Well, the way that you eat meat and the way you eat God's meat is to study His Word. So, make your spirit strong. Drink milk.